Hi everyone, it's Davey from EndlesslyHeSaid. Today I'm talking about my top 10 records of 2016. So my first record I actually don't have with me on vinyl, but there's only one other that's like that in this video, and here's the album cover. So by now you should probably know that I'm talking about Kano Oberst. Ruminations is probably one of his more simple records, where Bright Eyes has been really layered before. Ruminations is very down and easy and just three instruments. It's literally a piano, a guitar and a harmonica and his voice. The songs are, like the title suggests, a little sad, but I think it's very uplifting that Kano can be so genuine and really talk about things that matter to it. The record is fantastic. It's an easy listen, it clocks in at just over 30 minutes and it plays out really well, and just a really nice, chilled, relaxed record. So number 9 is this, which is Hypercaffium Spazzinate. This is the new record from the Descendants. I haven't shown this record, so I will do. Here's the front cover. The back cover is awesome. It has the periodical table with the song. This is the printed inner sleeve, and the lyrics are on the back just here. It's on black vinyl, but it's 180 gram, as it says on the front. This record is nothing but great. But this record is fun, it's upbeat, it's got short songs, it's got silly songs, it's got sincere songs as well. My favourite on the record is Without Love. This has been part of the soundtrack to my summer this year, and it's been wonderful to have upbeat pop punk done properly by the heroes that do. My number 8 record of 2016 is this. This is Touché AMORE Stage 4. I've shown this record and I will link the other videos over here that I talk about the other records that I have in here, so you can go and check out the older videos and hear me talking about things at more length. Touché AMORE have been a band in my life for a long time, and this record has just really grown on me. I picked it up only a few months ago, so it's a little bit late to the party, but the record came out later in the year as well. It's basically about Jeremy Bolton's mother and the cancer that she got. This one came out on Epitaph. It's fantastic. It's really nice to watch a band grow in a very gentle way. This is another new record for the collection that I received from Beth. This is Kate Tempest, Let Them Meet Chaos. This record is a gatefold. It has what I can only describe as a LP version of an advent calendar inside, so I hope you can see that, but basically there are doors inside here, and so then what it would reveal if I were to take that out is these little sections here. Big piece of artwork on the back here as well. Here is the back cover with all the song titles. It's just on very heavy 180 gram black vinyl. Let's talk about Kate Tempest and why she is incredible. Kate Tempest has been an artist for a long time, but she has really come into light with this new record. I really enjoyed her previous ones. Kate Tempest is first and foremost, I think, a poet more than she is a hip-hop artist, and that says a lot about how her flow comes through. And when she does rap, she raps about things that are incredibly important. So Let Them Meet Chaos, as the title might suggest, is all about sort of the degradation of the modern world and how we kind of keep getting caught up in the promise of self. And one line says selfies and selfies and selfies, and here's me outside the palace of me constructing a selfing psychosis. I can't rap. This has a theme running through it, so Let Them Meet Chaos is actually a concept record, and you'll know every time she's talking about the characters in this concept that it's 4:18 AM. It's all about characters at the same time on different houses on the same street that are awake at 4:18 AM and that are all doing different things that causes their lives to interrupt and to come together. But for me, this just really smacked of the state of the UK at the moment, where we've had probably one of the most challenging years politically, whether you're in the UK with Brexit or in America with Trump and just the presidential election. Anyway, this really brings it home, and it makes you think about what's important and what do we value as a society. This is my number 6 top record of 2016. This is Radiohead, A Moon-Shaped Pool. I'm not going to hold this up for too long. I have an entire video linked here that you can watch all of the unboxing of this. So I have this thick 60-page monster version of this. This is such a chill record, and I've been a long time Radiohead fan. 2016 has been a year where my favourite records have been incredibly loud or incredibly quiet, there's not been much middle ground on that, save the Descendants, one other. But yeah, Moonshaped Pool is incredible, really good, blissful, chilled out music, and I'm glad that I've got it on this special edition version as well. So this is number 5. I don't have this record on vinyl because they've not released it on vinyl, despite promises that it was going to come out on vinyl. This is Skepta, Konichiwa. Skepta has probably been one of the highest profile rap artists of the year. He won the Mercury Prize for this record, and so it'll go without saying that this is obviously a really great accessible record. This record could have been a lot higher because it's probably the one that's received the most play in my top 10 list, but that's because the singles are so huge on it. It tails off with That's Not Me and Shut Down, and then the other big singles that are brand new songs on here like Lyrics and It Ain't Safe, they just really ring out really loud. But yeah, Skepta, Konichiwa is my number 5. 4, this is Dwell, Innate. So I've still got this on the cellophane, I hope it shows up. Here's the front cover, back cover, the lyrics printed on the dust sheet, and then it's got artwork and the thank yous on there as well. And this is kind of a blue with black splatter. Dwell are a band from North Carolina. They're a band that play very metallic hardcore. When I got the chance to interview them, they said their biggest influence was probably Advent or Turmoil, so really obvious, like direct metallic hardcore influences, and they definitely ring true in this. So Innate is an album that's basically about finding the sense of self, but also knowing about how that connects with others spiritually and also connects with God spiritually as well. It's an incredible record, it rips, it's metallic hardcore done really well by young kids that clearly have a lot of potential ahead of them. This is their first album and it's one that's been played quite a lot for me. I don't think I can say much more about this band without you going to pick up the new zine that I've got coming out, so this will be out in January. It's called JXE Magazine and you can go and pick it up. So there's an interview with Dwell and we talk about the record in there. So I'll make sure that there's a link below for that as soon as it's available, and update the description for this video too. Number 3, Bon Iver, 22 A Million. I've shown this record properly in another video. I can't quite believe what Justin Vernon's managed to do with Bon Iver as it's grown as a project. He's one of these artists that continually manage to make consistently good music, and I think that 22 A Million is his boldest step forward in the music world, where previously his music has been layered in parts but more just very simple and guitar driven. This has like multiple layers of vocal and like auto-tuned vocal and really obvious like electronic influences in there. I spoke about this a little bit more, but I think there's a really good reason why this is appearing in a lot of people's top lists, because while on the surface if you listen to the singles out of context it seems like a little, I don't know, abstract, but when you listen to it in the context of the album, it's wonderful. Like, it flows so well, you can tell that there's a real heart and a real story running through this record. My number 2 record of 2016 is Kano, Made in the Manor. I have talked about this record in another video as well, so I won't show it too much, but I will talk about it. As I've started to listen to this record more and more and more, it's really apparent that Kano is a veteran in the game. His humility, I think, is really what carries this record. There's story songs in there, like songs like Lil Sis, I didn't really listen to that much, but it goes deeper than other grime artists can do. He tells a story that other people maybe can't tell. This album had my favourite song of the year in 3 Wheel Ups, which is a pop song by grime standards, but it's huge. It sounds massive and it's in your face. It's got Wiley and it's got Gigs and obviously Kano on it, and it just buzzes. It's the most pumped up song that I can think of that has come out of this year, and it was such a motivational one. But really what Kano talks about in this record is that sense of history and that sense of belonging, but not just part of the grime scene, but part of England and London as a whole, and it just sounds out so well. So my number 2 was Kano, Made in the Manor. Last but no means least, my number 1 record is Renounced, Theories of Despair. What can I say about Renounced? They are a band that go from strength to strength. They have the sickest breakdowns in current music for me, and a band that blend metallic hardcore and this modern music together and modern UK hardcore so well. In a world where Repentance aren't going to be releasing any more music, and Renounced released a record that's maybe even better than Repentance's last one, it's incredible. I'm going to be such a champion for UK music, but Renounced really do it right. Without a doubt, this is definitely playing up to all their strengths. Like, Dan's lyrics in this really resound so well, and he speaks about subjects that I think is really important to talk about in hardcore today, which isn't anything new, but talking about like mental health, anxiety, depression, and really like bringing those to the forefront of the music, I think brings in more of a conversation in music, where previously we can get all macho about the breakdown, or we can feel like we don't want to talk about our feelings, but this band does. If you've never listened to Renounced, imagine, I don't know, Misery Signal. Yeah, it's complete like Misery Signals, like Trustkill Records worship. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment below your top 10 lists so I can watch your videos, or your top whatever it is lists. Yeah, thank you for watching this channel this year. It's been a real privilege, like, to have people actually listening to what I've been talking about and what I've been saying. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already and you're watching this, please just click the subscribe button. Thank you for watching this. I'm going to sign off. Goodbye.